What looked like an open and shut case turned into a twisted web of deception. One of the first things that investigators noticed was how brutal Jana Marie's injuries were.
Over 331 wounds, from at least 5 different weapons, a knife, a hammer, maybe even stuff from the store's toolbox. This kind of violence. It didn't match up with Norwood's injuries, which were pretty minor and seemed more self-inflicted.
And then there was the blood spatter, how the blood was found on Norwood's face, dripping down from a cut on her forehead, told a different story than the one she was giving. It looked like she was standing up for most of the night, not lying helpless like she claimed.
Blood spatter is so interesting. It's really like a silent witness. And in this case, it directly contradicted Norwood's story. And then you have the footprints, another piece of evidence that didn't fit.
Right, they found 2 sets of bloody footprints there. One matched Norwood's shoes, which makes sense, but the other set, they were men's, size 14 Reeboks, found inside the store. And here's the thing, neither set of footprints led to either exit. It's like they just appeared and disappeared.
Exactly, staging. Investigators see this a lot when someone's trying to control how the story looks, purposely putting things places, messing things up, to make it look like something it wasn't.
So if those men weren't real, what really happened that night? What could lead to something so brutal in a place like that? Well, one piece of the puzzle came from the Apple store next door.
Oh, right. Employees from that store. They said they heard a fight through the wall the night of the murder, and this was way before closing time, which poked another hole in Norwood's timeline, because she said the attack happened much later,
Right.
after those supposed intruders got in.
And they didn't just hear noises. They said they heard women arguing. One voice pleading, "Talk to me, don't do this, talk to me, what's going on?"
Chilling.
And then an even weaker voice crying out, "God help me, please help me." This totally shattered Norwood's alibi. It confirmed that there were no masked men, just 2 women. And something awful was happening between them. Then there was Murray's car, found abandoned at a farmer's market a few blocks away. Norwood denied having anything to do with the car at first, but eventually she admitted to moving it.
And don't forget, the car had both Norwood's and Murray's blood in it. Why would her blood be in there if she wasn't involved?
Right.
This, along with the stuff from the Apple Store employees, really cemented her being at the scene.
So if Norwood's story was all made up, what was the motive? Why go to such extremes to hide what she did? It seems pretty drastic.
That's where the security check comes in. Seems like routine, right? Employees checking each other's bag for unpaid stuff before leaving. But that night, Murray found a pair of stolen pants in Norwood's bag. She called their manager to report it.
And from what we've seen, that was standard procedure at Lululemon's. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Right. But it seems like this is what set off everything.
So what happened after that security check? Did things just spiral from there?
Yeah, the manager told Murray she'd handle it the next day. But apparently that wasn't good enough for Norwood. She called Murray back. Said she forgot something and asked Murray to let her back in.
So she basically lured Murray back to the store. That, plus all the other evidence, makes it seem like she planned this. This wasn't just some random thing.